Well, here we are, the final episode of the first season of Marvel's What If. A lot goes on. A lot of things people will be discussing. A lot of things I can't spoil in here. That's of course left for other videos. But what I can say is this does exactly what I think a What If episode should do by the end. Make me want more and not make me go, well, that was an episode. Can't wait to see what's next. You know, a distinct excitement versus, well, I'm ready to move on to the next one and hope it's better. So as we knew going into the finale of Marvel's What If, there was a story that was going to pay off with everything we've seen so far. And again, I have to keep it very spoiler-free here, but this is picking up on those threads that we've seen build up to the final episode and what might be happening in this more grandiose multiverse and the cause and effect of the Watcher and everything that he's observed and the things he's gotten involved with. Now, what I will say with this episode, much like the episode before and the one before that really, is that you can tell that most of their production time and how they wanted the visuals to look completely different and still have a unique flair that makes it feel like an MCU, property that's top tier, and the payoff, in my opinion, came through in this episode. I felt like that, much like the Avengers films that go somewhat bigger, and you can see they put more money and effort into the bigger things going on. Again, trying to avoid spoilers. That's what they were trying to do with the animated side here. And in my opinion, they pull it off in a pretty great way. Now, that's not to say that I think everything is perfect in this episode, and I think this might end up being some people's favorite episode. My favorite is still the last one with Ultron and everything that happened there, and specifically how they handled that and how insane they went. This episode, I think, will end up in the top 3 once I rewatch it, but again, I need to give it a little bit more time, as with every other episode. And what I think this episode does great as well is not only does it build up of what came before, but it also has implications on the future of What If and what they might be doing in the direction, characters, universes, and things like that. That realistically will have some ramifications and effects down the road once we get to them. Overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I think the series as a whole is a win for Marvel Studios animation. While the weaker episodes are weak compared to the strong ones really do stick out as strong episodes. And I think that's the major takeaway of everything, including this last episode. A strong episode. And as always, the audio commentary will be up later today for members. And of course, if you guys do become members of any tier at this point, you get various audio commentaries. Everything that is older than 3 years now falls into the basic tier. Everything that is 2 years to 3 years falls into the middle category. And the newest commentaries from the last year are all in the Avenger tier, which includes everything Marvel Studios so far from Disney Plus, including every episode of What If Now. And as always, the first episode of each series is available to all tiers as well. So hopefully we see you guys there.